ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a very hearty welcome to this fresh series. Sarvantaryami Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji is asking Valmiki ji, where should I stay? And we saw in the last series how Valmiki ji described so many places where Ramchandra ji could stay, but actually it is one and only place, that is everybody's heart. And actually Bhagavan Ramchandra ji is Sarvantaryami, he is everywhere, and Sarva Antaryami, he is in every person, every jiva. So Tulsi writes, Sabukari magahi ekaphalu Rama charana rati ho. Everybody, hey Rama, wants only one boon from you. one desire in their heart. What is that? Sarvada Sada Rama Charana Rati Ho. Let us always have devotion at the feet of you, O Rama. Tinake mana mandira basahu. You please go and stay in their hearts. Why? They are very, very devoted to you. Siya Raghunandana Dovu. You, along with Sitaji, of course Lakshmanji is also added to it. Please stay in their hearts. Now, a very interesting thing we have to look into. All these qualifications which Valmiki ji has said has two connotations. One, to Rama saying, all those who have these qualifications, hey Rama, tinake mana mandira basahu, go and stay in their hearts. And the other connotation is, you and I who are devotees, who are seeking that supreme, we must develop all these qualities so that Ramchandraji, Sitaji, Lakshmanji, of course Hanumanji would come and stay in our hearts also. So one, we have to develop these qualifications in a manner of saying all these qualities. There again, there is a thought. What is a thought? When we develop these positive qualities, the first thing that happens is our mind's agitations will reduce. The disturbance in our mind will reduce and the mind will become quiet. If I may be permitted to repeat, quieter the mind, sharper the intellect. An ability to discriminate between Satyam and Asatyam, right and wrong, truth and false will be so clear. Why? There are no agitations. There are no disturbances. Such a mind which has no agitations, no disturbances, can see clearly what is right and what is wrong, what is real and what is unreal, what is truth and what is false. And therefore, when we develop these qualities, mind becomes quiet, and in that quiet mind, we can see Bhagavan in our own self. Why seek outside? This is one part of it. Another part of it is, Hey Bhagavan, Hey Rama, mind for what it is which is chanchalam, asthiram, yato yato nischarati, we can keep repeating that. How can I make my mind still? I am unable to do it. Manaha durnikraham chalam, Hey Rama, help me. Then Valmiki ji very beautifully says, now see how beautiful Valmiki ji's thought process is and how wonderfully he expresses to Bhagavan, Hey Rama, who can be without you? All these good qualifications, gaining them may be possible for a pure mind. And if all these qualifications are there alone, it is pure mind. Right? But what do we see in the world? Everywhere there is impure mind only. In one way or the other. There is impurity. You cannot point out another, say, see, he is an impure mind. He is very bad. One finger point that side, three fingers points towards me. Very oft quoted example, isn't it? I have so many. I may not have this particular wrong quality, but I may have some other wrong quality which is much worse, isn't it? We cannot claim ourselves to be the holier. Some people have got that attitude, holier than thou attitude. I am much holier. Look at him, so bad, so worse in his account. Oh, you, Rama. If he has bad quality in one thing, I may have bad quality in three more things. I have not recognized. So, sadhana is never to look up on others. Sadhana is to turn the mind towards myself and check for myself what all the inappropriate qualities I have, and then change. And when I change those qualities, the sense of guilt will go away. And when the sense of guilt goes away, mind becomes calm. And in such a mind, Hey Rama, Basahu Manamandira. Think. But all said and done, we all know, all of us, including the speaker, we have so many qualities which are not appropriate. What do we do then? We want to come over, we want to grow over, we want to get out of it also, but mind for what it is not allowing me to do so. Then what do I do? Hey Rama, how can I get over these qualities? What are those qualities? All this is being beautifully explained and very nicely, Valmiki ji recommends Rama for all of us also. Now, before going to the next Chaupai, 130th Chaupai, let us look at certain aspects of it. For a person who is pure at heart, for a person who has a clean mind, clean heart, it is not much of a big deal to remain calm, to remain quiet. It is not a big deal. He has to do some practice, some puja or something like that, some japa, his mind will become quiet. So all these qualifications which he already has, such a person, there is not a big problem. Nobody has to indicate or something. Why? He is already having those qualities. He is imbibed those qualities in himself. It is like, there is a land, and the land is very clean, leveled, pure, very firm, and there is no up and down, everything is very clean and things like that. To construct a building on such a land is not much of a task, is it not? You just have to build a building there, that's all. Because of the very, quality of the land, which is firm by itself, which is level, which is hard enough to construct a building, there is no much problem. Problem comes where? When the land, the site, let us say what you have built, you wanted to build in a hilly region. You want to have a beautiful landscape, maybe a river flowing down, and there you want to have a beautiful building, and then a balcony stretching out, sitting there, looking at the river flowing, looking at the beautiful sunrise, having a big mug of coffee in your hand. That we have to think how. Having finished the construction, you can enjoy all that. But how to construct a building there? The land there is not firm. It is not level. It is up and down, rocks and pebbles. And there is no guarantee how firm it is because it can slide down. There are so many issues in that land. So what do we do? Or there can be another piece of land which is, very loose sand. Or there could have been a water body previously, therefore the land underneath may not be that firm. So what do we do there? Then normally what do? They dig up a few feet and then fill it with big boulders and then again fill the gaps with pebbles, jelly they call, isn't it? And then make it firm, and over that again concrete is being put, and then the pillars are also risen, and with the support of the pillars which is firmly rooted in that very disturbed land, meaning watery land, loose sand, stretch where landslide can take place, then all those measures have to be taken care, and then once all those measures are in place, confidently one can construct a house. Is it not? Now look at this very interesting point. All of our mind, which has got so many flaws in it, disturbance, agitations, etc., is like a land which is not level or pure or firm. So much of issues are there in this land called mind. Then what do we do? Like how we treat the land before construction of the house, I have to treat my mind before bringing Ramchandraji, in a manner of saying. Why? There is so much of filth. You remember one example I gave, a vessel with filth in which remains of yesterday or day before yesterday's food. You can't pour milk and then boil and say milk should not get spoiled, isn't it? We need to clean the vessel, right? Now what is required is, I need a heart wherein Ramchandraji should come and stay comfortably, peacefully, happily, for which I need to make my heart in such a way Ramchandraji feels at home. Feel at home, we say, isn't it? What do you mean by feel at home? Where there are no disturbances, there is only joy. If my heart has to be made in such a way that Ramchandraji feels at home, that means what? It must be a heart with no guilt or regrets. Think. It must be a heart full of virtues, for which I need to work and make my heart feasible enough, good enough, available enough for Ramchandraji to come and stay. But why is it that my heart is not ready? Because of unwarranted, unwanted lacunae, if I may say, with lot of wrong qualifications. Therefore, I need to treat that place like how I treat the land, I treat my heart also. How? How? By cleansing my heart, and which becomes devoid of guilt, devoid of regrets. If that has to be done, first of all, I should come to know what are my problems. It is like a doctor trying to give medication without even knowing what is the disease in the patient. We cannot do that. A doctor treats the patient after diagnosis. After the diagnosis, when the doctor treats, he may be able to give the right medication. And the medication differs from person to person. Two people coming to the doctor saying, I have stomach pain. If the doctor gives, both of you have got stomach pain, it's okay. You take one, go. Then he is not a fit doctor. Is it not? Why? The first one's stomach pain may be because of some other reason, and the second one's stomach pain may be because of a different reason, and the tablet which is given to each other will not suit both of them together. Therefore, he comes to know the cause of the problem and then gives the medication, and then the disease gets treated. Similarly, we also need to come to know what is our deficiency, so that I can treat it accordingly, taking the prescription from the doctor called Shastra, And having thus cleared my disease, cleaned my heart, I will be able to accommodate Bhagavan in this well qualified heart. Right? This is one way of thinking. What is the other way of thinking? We all know that our heart is so full of all wretched things that it cannot be so easily treated. Then what to do is being described in the 130th Chaupai of Ayodhyakand. We will read that first. Okay. काम कोह मद मानन मोहा लोभन क्षोभन रागन द्रोहा जिनके कपट दंभ नहीं माया तिनके हृदय बसहु रघुराया सबके प्रिय सबके हितकारी दुख सुख सरिस प्रशंसागारी कहि सत्य प्रिय बचन बिचारी जागत सोवत सरन तुम्हारी तुम ही छाड़ी गति दूसरी नाही राम बसहु तिनके मन माही जननी सम जानहि पर नारी धनु पराव बिषते बिष भारी जे हर्षहि पर संपत्ति देखी दुखित होहि पर विपति विशेषी जिनहि राम तुम प्राण पियारे तिनके मन शुभ सदन तुम्हारे स्वामी सखा पितु मातु गुर जिनके सब तुम तात मन मंदिर तिनके बसहु सिय सहित दो भ्रात सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भय सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Now, the main issues which challenge our ability to keep our heart open for Bhagavan to come and sit are being described. काम कोह मद मानन मोहा. Hey Rama, here are people, please note, 99.999% have got all these at various levels. Nobody is devoid unless the person is a Atmajnani, unless the person is a realized soul. Everybody have got all these gunas at various degrees. You have to accept this because the truth. If one person has got kama at a higher degree, the other person has got a krodha at a higher degree, the third person may not have these two at a higher degree, but then his mother is there very high, in a higher level. So each one of that have got so many wrong qualities, inappropriate qualities at various levels. Nobody is devoid of all the qualities at a stretch. Then you are a realized soul. Right? We are not talking about the realized souls. We are talking with common people like you and me. Right? So how do we handle this? Tulsidas writes, first we will see the meaning and then we will go a little more deeper. Kama koha madamana namoha. Hey Rama, those who do not have standard qualification, okay? Those who do not have kama, desire. Koha here means krodha, anger. Mada, arrogance. Mana, na moha, mana, pride. And then moha, delusion, causing infatuation. Lobha, greed. Chobha, chobha is a very beautiful word. It is nothing but agitations of the mind. Kshobha. In Sanskrit it is kshobha. In Loka Bhasha it is chobha. Na raga, na droha. Neither attachment nor enmity. Swamiji. We have all of them. Therefore, is it right for us to go ahead in this text? We will go ahead. Why? Solution is being given. We will see. Jinke kapata damba nahi maya. And who are free from fraudulence, hypocrisy, maya, falsehood, ay Ram. We may think we may get over all the others. Who will get over this maya? Aghatita ghatana patiyasi maya, says Maya Panchakam. Maya is such a horrible thing. Tinike hridaya basahu raghuraya. Hey Rama, those who do not have all this, you go and stay in their heart. Who does not have all these? Tell me. Kama, desire. Even desiring moksha is also a desire, it seems, from the highest standpoint. Think, desire is a very nature of the mind. Is it not? Nature of a human mind is desire only. Koha is what? Krodha. When desire is not fulfilled, where does it go to? It only fructifies as krodha. Very beautiful it is said. Asankalpat jayate kamaha. Or rather kamam. Asankalpat. Why? What is asankalpat? When I feel incomplete, then what happens? I want to be complete. So there is a sankalpa. Now, asankalpat, when it is said, jayet kamam, here the asankalpa does not mean no sankalpa at all. That is a very high standard. This asankalpa refers to that desire for gaining the supreme. When my desire is not for the supreme, naturally our mind will go to 123,000 things of the world. Very beautifully, Swami Tejomanji Guruji says, when one cannot stand for one thing, that is Bhagavan, he falls for everything. When the mind cannot stand for one thing, it falls for everything. We cannot stand for gaining Bhagavan alone. Why? That is not our priority. That is why people say, why so soon, Swamiji? After retirement, I will take to spirituality. Think. Therefore, when I don't stand for one thing, I fall for everything. Think. Asankalpat jayet kamam krodham kama vivarjitam. Anger is what? When I am unable to enjoy the objects of my desire, then the mind becomes angry. Kamat krodho bhijayate. Think. Remember the ladder of fall in the Bhagavad Gita, which we have referred several times. Dhyayato vishayan pumsah sangasteshu pajayate. Vishayan pumsah dhyayate. When pumsaha, when it is a man, woman included, please, always. Vishayan dhyayate, when I contemplate upon the objects of the world, sangasteshu upajayate. I want to go and become one with it, enjoy it, access it, acquire, possess, embrace, indulge, enjoy. All these comes from where? From the thought, I want. What is this I want? I want is an expression of incompleteness. Think. When my tummy is full, they may be giving one of the best sweets or best food. I am full. I cannot take even a grain of rice. That full. When I am thus full, whatever you may serve, my mind will not want it but these days people are interesting. Kindly pack it for me. I will take it and go. That is again a sense of incompleteness only. Why? I will become empty after some time when I go home, then I will consume this again. So in Kannada they say, Undu hoda, kondu hoda. Meaning, he had and he carried also. Our cases like that only generally. Exceptions overruled. Exceptions sustained. You may be an exception. Let me not embarrass you. Think. Our desires are so much because we want. I don't have, therefore I want. Dhyayatah vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu. I want to enjoy, I want to embrace, I want to indulge. Sangasteshu upajayate. Sangate, let us suppose it is being fulfilled. Sanjayate kamaha. Very often, oft-quoted example. What is that? Window shopping. Sunday. Today is a Sunday. You don't know what to do. You were not... You did not have any program. You are not used to listening to Ramayan or Bhagavatam, etc. Therefore, what do we do? And you don't have enough money. Half of the month itself, our purse is khali. So what to do? How to spend my time? So somebody said, come, let us go for a window shopping. What is window shopping? You go to the shopping area and then watch everything, enjoy watching everything and quietly come out. You can't purchase, you don't have money. So you go in the shopping area and people are also very interesting. They would keep all most attractive items in the front area. Like you go to a mall, all the chocolates etc. is kept at the billing counter. While he is billing, you cannot see that bill and all. So you keep turning this way. Then you have Cadbury's silk chocolate. And then you have Snickers. And then you have 5-star chocolate. And then you have your children along. The children say, Papa, I want that. The other girl says, no, I want this one. And then what do? You add. That is kept there because of the weakness of the mind. You go to a mall where saris are being sold, that sari will be tied like that and the pallu will be taken like that and clipped here. So you know the pallu also and you have the sari also. The color is seen, the design is seen and the lady who goes that, she no more looks at you. She is busy watching. And then Dhayataha vishayan sanjayate kamaha. I want. Shuru. Think. This is how life runs. This is how world runs. This is how business runs. Sanjayate kamaha. And then the husband says, no way, last week only you took one thing, I don't have money, you come. And then he pulls her. When he pulls her, the children also push her. And then she starts, every time you tell me, I wanted only that, sir. I did not ask you for gold jewelry. I did not think of, oh, Rama, she continues, until home and further. Think. The children, toys are there. Then the father pulls, mother pushes. Think. Like that you see, these shopping is what? This whole world of whims and fancies. Kamat krodho bijayate. When the kama is not fulfilled, it fructifies as anger. Now please note, anger is a byproduct of kama. Anger is not a separate quality. Anger is the byproduct of kama. When kama is not fulfilled, what happens is krodha, anger. Anger born out of the frustration. Think. Disappointment that I am unable to get that product what I want. Krodha. Therefore, krodha has no independent existence. Krodha is the byproduct of kama. And then you will see all the kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, all of them are nothing but byproduct of one single culprit called kama, and kama also is a byproduct of the sense of incompleteness. The one who is completely contented, satisfied with whatever he has, this is enough, fine for me. Such a person cannot become angry or etc. He will be all the time happy. Why? I am complete. This is what Shastras want us to understand. You are complete otherwise. You are completeness itself. But because we have not understood, we have not recognized, we are not experiencing this completeness in me, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, all of them are in full activity. Kama, Koha, Krodha, Mada, arrogance. Think, in this shloka what we are seeing, asankalpat jayate kamam krodham kama vivarjitam arthanarthe kshaya lobham bhayam tattvavamarsanat. All these, now see, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, all have one source, desire, and that is the effect of sense of incompleteness. Hey Rama, jinake kapata dambam nahi maya. The next line says, jinake kapata. One who has got, deceitful thoughts. Now see, so many shlokas, so many oft quoted shlokas are there. Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam harati nimeshat kalah sarvam maya mayamidam akhilam buddhva brahmapadam tvam pravisha viditva. Think of that supreme. Why? All these, whatever you may get or you may not get, whether you get or whether you don't get, are all temporary, not permanent. Think. Because it is not permanent, again and again you will want it. Because of which there will be temper and there will be worry because it is temporary. Therefore, think of that which is permanent alone, which is Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra Ji alone. When I say Ramchandra Ji alone, may I make a quick remark? It is whoever is your Ishta Devata, that Devata. The problem in today's world is people don't understand this truth behind. Ishta Devata is nothing but one and only principal supreme God. You take it as Rama, I take it as Shiva, he takes it as Hanumanta, third one takes it as Devi. That is all different forms of the same supreme. Okay. Now, that one supreme when we seek, which is unlimited, then when we achieve Bhagavan, there is no incompleteness. Incompleteness comes only when we seek all the impermanent things of the world, whims and fancies of the world. Now look at that. Maya mayamidam akhilam buddhva brahmapadam tvam pravishaviditva. When the desire comes and then we achieve the desire, then there is no krodha. But what happens? Arrogant. I can achieve. Konyosti sadusho maya. Who is greater than me? I am a successful person. Mother. And I want to hold it to myself. I don't want to spend it away. Then it becomes greed. More and more I get, more and more I want. Think. Greed. And then you can add all the other things. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Everything starts from Kama, and Kama starts from sense of incompleteness. Having known this also, we leave the name of Bhagavan and take to all and sundry. Earlier also once I think I remember to have sung this song. छोड़ दिया क्यों छोड़ दिया हरि नाम वचन क्यों छोड़ दिया जिसके स्मरण में अति सुख पावे वो स्मरण क्यों छोड़ दिया झूठे जग में दिल लगाकर असल वचन क्यों छोड़ दिया काम न छोड़ा क्रोध न छोड़ा. Remember these lines? काम न छोड़ा क्रोध न छोड़ा असल वचन क्यों छोड़ दिया झूठे जग में दिल लगाकर असल वचन क्यों छोड़ दिया. We are ready to give up Bhagavan. Why? I want pleasure. And I want instant pleasure. Remember coffee example. Think. Instant. Now, when my mind runs towards desired object, my ability to discriminate gets weakened. Then moha, delusion, infatuation, passion, lust, all these are byproducts of kama, which is the byproduct of no discrimination, no proper discrimination, non-understanding. Think. When the desire is fulfilled, then greed. When it is not fulfilled, it is anger. Is it not? Kshobha is what? Violently agitated. When the desire is not fulfilled. Violent agitation. When it is fulfilled, then it is greed. I want more. Dil mange more. I. Very fanciful statements. How deep it is, nobody wants to know. Dil mange more. Wow, beautiful. And then that becomes a caption for all the advertisement also. Dil mange more. And then that product is. Dil mange more to an unintelligent dil. How many of us understand? Think. Raga, attachment. Once I get that, then I become very, very, very attached. Like how a child is attached to a toy. Is it not? We are attached to so many other toys in different forms. Think. Attachment. Then, to retain that attachment, to gain all the products, what do? Droha. We betray people. So much of enmity is exercised for the sake of that. Droha. Kapata, deceit. Dambha, arrogance. I got it. Otherwise, it also leads to hypocrisy. Maya, falsehood. What is Maya? That which is, that is not. Think. Maya, mayamidam akhilam buddhva. Maya is what? Ya, ma, sa maya. That which is not appears to be is. Narada Bhakti Sutra says, O you Rama, tadarpita akhilacharaha kama krodha abhimanadikam tasminneva karaniyam. Now in this line, Tulsi Das ji actually indicates what to do with all these negative tendencies that I already have now. I have kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, maya, everything is there in me. Swamiji, what to do now? Narada Bhakti Sutra says, tasminneva karaniyam kamam krodha abhimanadhikam. You have kama, you have desire. You have krodha, anger. You have abhimana, yes. Lobha, moha, everything, yes. And in full measure, Swamiji, not just like that. I have fully developed kama, krodha, etc. He said, you must have them. Yes. You must have kama. You must have krodha. You must have all the other things. Swamiji, just now you say Rama will come where all these are not there. And now you say you must have all of them. Swamiji, are you okay? Valmiki says nothing wrong in having kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. Nothing wrong. Swamiji, hello, wake up. Where are you? What are you speaking? Valmiki ji says, come tomorrow. Why I said have kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, at the same time, how Rama will come and sit in your heart, we will discuss tomorrow. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Remember this word, tasminneva karaniyam. Tasminneva karaniyam. Tasminneva karaniyam. How? We will see tomorrow. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।